Man, we got some a lot of quarterbacks on this list in the green. Like a lot of
Three,
must adds.
three.
I mean, how many super flex leagues do you think we got? That's
I
all
mean,
I'm asking.
I'm not even thinking about Superflex. I'm thinking about quarterbacks that have just been trash the first couple of weeks, and you might need to replace them.
You know, you're right. And before I go into this huge monologue, because I'm not going to, I promise. Cue the monologue now. Just because you drafted Justin Herbert high or any of these players that are maybe underwhelming you, it's okay to bench them. This doesn't even just appeal to the quarterback position. I am going to bench Travis Kelsey moving forward until I see something different. That's not a hot take. That's not something groundbreaking. It's just he's not producing. He's not involved in the offense. So don't hold on to these guys you drafted highly. The draft is over. It's now we're going into week 3. It's time to actually play fantasy football and stop relying on who you drafted. Who cares where you drafted these players? It's time to adapt. So moving forward, Derek Carr is our number one guy that you need to add because he is basically on fire. And he's only rostered in 12%. I don't trust him. You seem to trust him. Tell me why I should have had Derek Carr instead of someone like a Justin Herbert or someone else.
That offense is productive. They've scored 16 times on 16 possessions in the first 2 weeks. They do not punt the ball. Derek Carr has been lighting it up. I don't necessarily think I trust him long term, but fantasy is about playing the hot hand, and Derek Carr has scored over 21 points both weeks so far, and now he's going into Philadelphia, who just lost the game to Kirk Cousins, and Kirk Cousins had a big week because of a second half. Derek Carr is doing well without even using Chris Olave. Imagine what happens when Chris Olave actually gets used in that offense. Alvin Kamara is doing everything. Rashid Shaheed is showing that he is a top 10 wide receiver in this league right now, and they can use whatever tight end they feel like. Derek Carr should be rostered in more than 12% of the leagues.
Where did Derek Carr go to college?
Fresno State.
Does
If you
Fresno State
bring up
punt,
Fresno,
baby? Does Fresno State punt, baby? We don't punt, baby. We don't punt. Inside joke. Nobody else gets that.
I knew that was going to happen.
But apparently they punted last week, according to Josh Wingate, one time. But yeah, Derek Carr's been on fire. I'm gonna ride the hot hand until it falls off. Am I gonna start him over guys like Brock Purdy or Baker Mayfield or other guys I have in my top 10 at this moment? Probably not, just because I want to hold off. I need to see more. But I can understand if you're struggling with your quarterbacks that you have now.
If you
Like,
have a Caleb Williams that you drafted to be your
exactly.
starter, a Matt Stafford, Justin Herbert, even Jared Goff is QB 25 right now. These guys
Mhm.
are people that you drafted to be your starting quarterback, and they are not even performing at a super flex position.